Hello everyone, so today we're going to be talking about the Draken Accessories. So the Draken Accessories are these pieces right here. These Draken Necklace, Draken Ring, and then there's the earring, and the bracelet, and the belt. So there's a total of 5 different pieces. However, 4 of the pieces are obtained by doing dungeons, and the drop rate is quite low. They say it's 5%, but just mentally prepare yourself for like a 2% drop rate. That way, when it does drop, you feel a lot better. Because, you know, it is kind of low. So let me show you how many runs I've done over here. So for the necklace, this drops from Desolate Tomb. So you can see here that I've done Desolate Tomb 29 times out of 100 because I want to get that 9 attack power. So out of 29 times, it dropped twice, which is not that bad to be honest. It's just that running the same dungeon over and over and over, it really burns you out very quickly. So to counteract this, what I normally do is I would do all my dailies every day first, plus Purple Train, and then slowly do DT. Maybe I'll do it like 5 times a day or 6 times a day, then stop before I get sick and tired of the map. As for the ring, this one drops from Ebondrake Citadel, and I've done this not that many times actually. I've done it maybe like 8 times. As for, out of all of these accessories, there's only the earring. The earring is a special thing. You can only get this from MSP, from the merchant. So let's go to MSP right now and I'll show you how much it costs. So the moment you come into MSP, you can see that there are certain outposts, like here the Talus Supply Post, and the Talus Outskirts, and the Talus Post, and the Summer Song Cafe. So I don't know about the Summer Song Cafe, but I know that the Supply Post, Talus Outskirts, and Talus Post over here, there are 3 different merchants which sell the accessory that you need. So let's go over there now. So I'm here at Talus Outskirts right now, which is over here, and I'm going to talk to this merchant. So once you talk to this merchant, you can see that they sell a lot of items. You know, they sell a bunch of cosmetic items and your Longui shields from Piece 1 to Piece 8, and the keys to open these shields. And finally, there are the Draken earrings. The Draken earrings cost 80 flowers, which is quite a bit, and that's how you get the Draken earring. As for the other pieces, for example, the ring, the belt, the necklace, and the bracelet, you can get these from different dungeons. So let me show you how you get them in each dungeon. So I'll go over to the cross server now. So once you're in the cross server, you can see that over here at Naru Sanctum, it will drop. There's a chance of it dropping the locked Draken bracelet chest. This has a minimum bid of 1 copper, which is actually really good. However, Naru Sanctum is not an easy map to run. As you can see, I've run it 4 times out of 10 at the moment. You need to have a good party for this. You've probably seen my video, which I posted a couple days back or maybe a week ago on our party of us completing Naru Sanctum with like, 750 or 800 AP. But I mean, we had a really good party and we explained the mechanics pretty well, and everyone knew what they were doing. So I would still recommend at 800 AP, on average, everyone should have around 800 AP and know the mechanics, and you could do this pretty easily. I still recommend running this as a in-house, like in a guild run or something. That way you can run it consistently and everyone gets better and better as you do more runs, they'll get more used to the mechanics. I don't really recommend doing this as a pug unless, your entire party has like 1000 AP. But by then you probably don't need the bracelet. So then we have Naru Foundry. Naru Foundry has a chance of dropping the Draken belt. So one thing that you need to understand is, other than the bracelet, all the other accessories that drop, all the other Draken accessories that drop, there is a minimum bid. The minimum bid is 100 gold. So no matter what you do, there's no getting around it. You make sure that you have the gold ready, that you've saved enough gold, so if the accessory drops, you can actually contest for it. Because especially for the harder dungeons, a lot of people are going to want the belt as well as the bracelet, because these are harder dungeons that people are not, they're not able to run it many times a day, or they don't run it that often because they're not geared enough to do it. So just make sure that if you do run them, that you have the money. So Draken Belt drops from the narrow Foundry, and Desolate Tomb over here drops the Draken Necklace. So Desolate Tomb, again, just make sure you have 100 gold, but a lot of people are going to be bidding against you because DT is one of those maps that most people can run, but it's probably like the hardest dungeon that they can run at the moment. So when the necklace drops, in everyone's mentality is it's probably going to be the biggest upgrade. And the necklace, to be honest, is quite a good upgrade. So you want to be able to have enough money for this. What I usually recommend is at least have 200 gold, or be willing to bid 200 gold for the necklace. If you can bid more, then go ahead. If you can't, then it's fine. You'll just get more money in return, but you're just going to have to do more runs. Citadel drops the Draken Ring. The Draken Ring is not that amazing, to be honest, but I mean, it's still a legendary, and it's much better than the Pinnacle Ring. So, you know, you probably want to pick it up if you can, but don't try to break your bank over it. I would say 100 to 150 gold if you can get it. But if it's like the only piece you're missing, then sure, you can go higher, but I wouldn't go crazy over the ring. And that's it, really. It's just these 4 dungeons from Sanctum, Foundry, Desolate Tomb, and Evandric Citadel. These are the ones where you get your Draken accessories from. There's something that you guys need to keep in mind. When you get your Draken accessory, it's worse than your Pinnacle accessory. You can see now my Pinnacle necklace gives me all these stats, right? So it gives me piercing, critical, attack power, critical damage. If you look at the Draken necklace, it only gives me piercing and 8 attack power. That's it. It doesn't give me anything else. So you don't want to equip the Draken accessory immediately. You want to wait until you can do the breakthrough to transform it into the Oath Necklace. Once it becomes the Oath Necklace, you get a lot of stats. You see, my piercing will increase by 233. I will gain 10 more critical. I'll gain 9 more attack power and 234 more critical damage. So, you know, you really want to wait until you can do the breakthrough. Make sure that you save your Lucent Necklace from the storyline. If you don't have it, if you accidentally sold it or salvaged it, it's okay. You can still get it from Lair of the Frozen Fang. So just make sure that you do transform it into the Oath Necklace before you equip it. However, again, after you bid for the necklace, for example, in this case, I got lucky. I only bid 120 gold for it and I got it. But, you know, 120 gold is quite a big chunk of money. And then after that, you still need to collect 5 wisdom stones. You still need 130 soulstone crystals, 60 moonstone crystals, 110 sacred crystals, and 25 Elysian crystals. So this by itself is quite a lot of resources, especially the moonstones. If you're not strong or you're unable to farm Naxxon over and over again, 60 moonstone crystals is going to take a while. So you have 2 ways to do this. One is you can just go no life and just farm Naxxon, which is on Mushin's Tower level 15, floor 15. You can farm him over and over. It's guaranteed he'll drop 1 moonstone, and there's a chance that he could drop 10 moonstones. And they're moonstone crystals, keep that in mind, not the tradable type. These are the ones that are bound on account. However, if you have a strong character, you could farm the 15th floor on your strong character and then transfer all the moonstone crystals onto your gunner. However, you know, that is a time investment. The second way, which I highly recommend, is don't try to rush it. Don't force yourself to rush to the Oath Necklace, and take your time. By taking your time, what do I mean? I mean just doing your dailies. Just by doing your dailies every day, the daily challenge, you are guaranteed a daily challenge treasure chest. This will give you 1 Elysian orb, 1 moonstone crystal, 1 sacred crystal, and 1 soulstone crystal. It's guaranteed to give you at least 1 of each of these. And then there's a chance of getting 10 moonstone crystals, Elysian crystals, sacred crystals, blah blah blah. There's a chance to get up to 10 or 5. So these are quite good. So just do your dailies every day, the daily challenge every day, and get this chest. As for this, you know, you just get gold, and you usually get materials and bells. Other than this, there's another way, which is one of my favorite ways. It's the daily dash. Because the new daily dash that we recently got is actually quite good. Like you can see, I got very lucky. I got 2 void fragments, which I needed for my soul upgrades. I got 2 ascendant stones, which I don't really need, but here I got both moonstone crystals. So I got 10, 5 here and 5 here, so I've got 10 moonstone crystals extra. So, this area is very nice to get some materials, some, 50 soulstone crystals, moonstones, sacred crystals, Elysian crystals. It's really nice. It really helps a bit. And just make sure you log in every day, do your 2 or 3 daily dash rolls, and you'll get some materials. As for the daily challenge, just do your daily challenge every day, because every day you'll guaranteed to have the daily challenge treasure chest, and at the very least, you're always going to get 1 moonstone. So it will take a while, but I think that it's better to be patient and to save your gold and not to buy moonstones on the marketplace. The main reason is because moonstones on the marketplace are quite expensive. They're about like 3 gold and 75 silver-ish. So if you buy that many moonstones, you're gonna really hurt your bank or your economy. And then after you get all those moonstones, you won't be able to upgrade because it costs another 100 gold to do the breakthrough. And keep this in mind, you have to do this with every single accessory. For example, right now I also have the Draken Ring. The Draken Ring, I lose a 414 critical. I lose 14 attack power, and I lose 537 critical damage. And so it's not worth equipping the Draken Ring until I do the breakthrough and make it into the Destiny Ring. Once I become the Destiny Ring, then it becomes a lot stronger. It gives me more attack power, more evasion, more accuracy, more critical damage. I lose a little bit of critical, but I gain so much more. So, you want to go for that. However, for each breakthrough, it's going to cost the same. It's always 5 Stone of Wisdoms, 130 Soulstone Crystals, 60 Moonstone Crystals, 110 Sacred Crystals, and 25 Elysian Crystals, plus 100 gold. So just keep in mind that, there's no shortcut around this. If you're a free-to-play player, then there's no shortcut around it. You're just gonna have to play and progress slowly. And in my point of view, I don't see anything wrong with this. It's just that it's our mentality. We just need to have a different mindset when going into legendary accessories. Just understand that upgrading your legendary accessories, getting your AP from 800 to 900 is going to take a while, because to get it to 900, you're looking at probably upgrading all of your accessories and then upgrading your weapon to maybe at least a Baleful 8, and then slowly working your way up, as well as getting your soul to a Hongmoon level 5 and then working your way up after that. So, these are the main things that you have to slowly work on. It's more important to start hoarding up on materials and slowly building up your gold. It's more important to do that at the moment, and then when you have enough, you finally just upgrade or do a breakthrough. So to do a breakthrough for all your Draken accessories, it requires to have the Lucent accessories. So just make sure you get the Lucent accessories from the storyline. However, if you salvaged or sell them, don't worry, they're very easy to get. You can get the Lucent Necklace from Lair of the Frozen Fang. You can get the Lucent Earring from Awakened Necropolis. You can get the Lucent Ring from Avalanche Den. You can get the bracelet is a little bit different. After you get the Draken bracelet, in order to make it into a tiger or a divine dragon, you actually have to collect an accessory called the Unrefined Tiger Bracelet or the Unrefined Divine Dragon Bracelet. It says here that it's only obtainable on Mushin's Tower level 20. This is not exactly correct. The drop rate is slightly higher if you can do Mushin's Tower floor 20. However, it does drop from floor 16 to 20. Any of those floors, there is a chance of it dropping the Unrefined Divine Dragon Bracelet or the Unrefined Tiger Bracelet. So there's that. As for the belt, to do the breakthrough, the Lucent belt will drop from the Awakened Necropolis as well. So, just slowly work your way up, and don't worry too much about trying to get your legendary accessories, trying to get everything really fast, because it's a slow process. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes me maybe a month in order to upgrade 2 or 3 accessories. Like, I'm aiming at maybe upgrading my doing a breakthrough maybe once every 2 weeks, to be honest. I'm thinking to get my Draken Necklace into my Oath Necklace in 2 weeks of farming materials and stuff. And, you know, I'm not going to kill myself over these moonstones. I'm not going to go crazy and farm Naksun like 8 hours a day just to get these moonstones. To me, I think it's not really worth it. I'd rather just enjoy the game, take it at my own pace, and then slowly build up my resources, basically. Go into Blade and Soul with the mentality of like a mobile game, you know? It takes time. It really takes time to build up your inventory, to become strong, to build up your gear. Of course, there are shortcuts to upgrade and get materials faster, either A, from events such as the Daily Dash, which is great, and hopefully on the 18th, that new Halloween event with the Merchant of Wonders will also help us a little bit in order to get materials faster or to get certain items faster. And the other way, of course, is just by cash, by charging cash or buying N coin. Of course, that is going to be the fastest way to gear up. However, it's not impossible. It's not impossible to gear up without using cash. It's just your mentality or your mindset has to be a little bit different. Like, you have to be very patient. You have to build up your inventory. You have to build up your gold, and it takes time. You know, you're not going to be able to become God mode in like 2 weeks or within a month. It's going to take a couple months before you can become really strong. Like, at the moment, to get to 800 AP, it's pretty nice. Like, it didn't take me too long. I've been playing it on the NA server for about 3 weeks, and I got up to 800 AP with my full MSP set, full pinnacle set. Like, this part is quite easy. I think it's because the beginning is really fast and you feel like you're making progress every day, that when you suddenly hit this wall, when you're doing the legendary accessories, when accessories just aren't dropping, RNG really sucks. When it does drop, there's someone that has more gold than you. And because of these chain of unfortunate events, it feels like you've hit a brick wall and like you can't progress anymore. However, you can progress. It's just your mentality has to be different. It's thinking more about, oh, it doesn't matter if I didn't win this bracelet bid, but at least I got gold, and now I have more money, and I'm saving up more materials so that when I do get the bracelet, or if I do get a certain legendary item, I can immediately do a breakthrough. So like in my case, I got the necklace and the ring. I was very, very lucky and I got these two. However, I don't have the materials to break through yet. You just have to work at it. You really just have to work at it. And if you're not enjoying the game, just take a break, you know? I mean, Blade and Soul is very grindy. It is an extremely grindy game. However, it doesn't have to be extremely grindy. If you have the patience, you could just play 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day, finish your daily quests, log off. However, what I normally do is I finish my daily quests and then I do the purple train and then I log off. Or I just socialize with my guild, socialize with viewers that know me, and just have a good time, you know? But that's about it, really. Anyway, I hope this video helped, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
What can I say except you're welcome? For the heals, the boosts, the